What's up, Helen? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. A real journalist who doesn't write with their feelings and talks about fighters not being deserving. So I would love to answer your question. What do you have for me?
Well, first off, congratulations on the great performance and the fight of the night. I'm just curious, first off, after training with Jorge in the past, did anything in there surprise you at all?
Nah, nothing in there surprised me. Another dominant finish. Whooped his ass from second one to minute 25. You could see in his body language he had nothing left in the fight. I was ready for five more rounds in the parking lot. So, if he wants to keep doing this, we go for five more rounds in the parking lot. Bring out another guy, man. American trash team, man. They need to keep sending guys to me, but just don't expect to get them back in one piece. I'm ready to take two of those fighters in one night. The King of Miami showed out tonight.
I know afterwards you called out Dustin Poirier, but for you, would it be more meaningful to fight Dustin or Kamaru Usman for a third time?
Definitely Marty Fake Newsman a third time. I got unfinished business with him when I left the arena in Madison Square Garden. All the fans knew I won rounds 3, 4, and 5, but he's going to be out for a while. He's got that hand surgery, so I figure I'll get another tune-up fight with Dustin Poirier, who said it's on site. And he weighs more than me. He's just a bully who cuts a lot of weight. I don't cut any weight because I know I'm the best in the world, and I don't need to have a weight advantage over anybody. So Dustin, name the site. Bring that Jezebel of a wife and bring Connor's little kid Parker.
Well, after training with both Dustin and Jorge, do you feel that Dustin will be a tougher opponent than Jorge was tonight?
I mean, you saw George. He just come out to took that losing paycheck. There's a reason he signed that contract before he fought me tonight. He knew he couldn't beat me. He knew if he put up his best performance like he did tonight, that was my worst performance, and it was still an easy night of work for me. So I beat them both up in the same night. I used to do it every Tuesday and Thursday at American Trash Team. So bring him out. He's talking all that reckless thing to the media. So I talk the talk. I walk the walk. I'm a man of my word. Promises made, promises kept.
And lastly, both of them have fought at 155 before. Would you ever consider moving down to 155 in your career?
I wouldn't because I don't want to cut all that weight. I think I can make 162 very easily. Like 170 is a joke, man. I was running to the scale like I felt so good. I was like, man, this is such an easy weight cut. Like I didn't miss one meal. I had all my meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's an easy weight cut. But I'm not a bully. I don't need to bully guys at lightweight. That's an easy ass division, and there's no reason for me to cut all that weight. I'd rather just fight in my natural weight class and prove I'm the best in the world like I did tonight.
Dustin over here. Colby over here. If you call, sorry about that. You just said you felt this was one of your worst performances. What specifically about this makes you make that assessment?
Well, first off, I want to say, man, it is so cold in here, man. I got all this ice on my neck. Can we turn up the temperature up in here? I'm freezing up here. You see all this ice on my neck, man? Frick, man, I got a house on my neck, man. But yeah, it wasn't my best performance. Just a lot of emotions going into it. That was a real friend of mine at one point in my career, and just he's such a backstabbing thief, and he talks so reckless, and he's tried to make some false narratives to the media, make a lot of lies, like he does. He's a liar. He's a thief. So. I let the emotions get the best of me, but it was still dominant. I just showed how good I was, that I am the number one fighter in the world for a reason, and it wasn't even competitive tonight.
The broadcast made it seem like you might have had a knee injury. Even Jorge said that he heard some rumors that maybe you got a cortisone shot. How accurate was that?
That's fake news. It's funny that that happened because I told someone intentionally because I wanted to see whose side he was really on, Team George or Team Colby. So I found out what team he's on, and I got to keep my circle even smaller going forward. But I'm the king of Miami now. George needs to leave the city. It's not big enough for the two of us, so he needs to leave, or he's gonna get sparked again.
We couldn't hear what was being said. It was muted back here, but it even looked like your coaches were yelling at Jorge and his team. What exactly was being said in there after the fight?
Yeah, he was just still running his mouth like, dude, you just got pounded out, dude. You got dropped, wobbled. I mean, just a complete domination from second one to minute 25. You could see in his body language, he literally didn't have another 1 minute in him to go. So just imagine if there wasn't a ref there tonight, his life would have been over. So that's the end of Street Judas. I don't want to hear any more talk of Street Judas, the hype machine who hit lightning in a bottle for a couple fights. He's done. I don't want to hear another word about him.
I don't know if you've seen this, but Dustin Poirier has responded to you on Twitter. Well, we assume it's to you. He's currently in Jamaica, I think, right now on vacation. He called you a bumbleclot and said maybe fight a welterweight contender. So what's your response to that?
Let's do it, bro. He said it's on site, man. Let's do it, man. Stop talking reckless to the media, man. If I talk to the media and say things, I come out here and back it up. I'm a man of my word. So, we can do it anywhere. We don't have to do it in a UFC octagon. If he wants to do it in a park or in the street, my only one concern is my one stipulation is, you let the world watch and enjoy themselves, just like he does when Connor's in bed with his wife. He's a little cuck.
Colby,
Colby,
down here. I know you don't respect George on a personal level, but as a competitor, after sharing the octagon with him for 25 minutes, is there any sort of respect there?
Let's talk about all the money that Drake lost tonight. He needs to go back to, selling those shitty albums to get back the money. He should have went to America's Pick of the Week by my bookie. I tried to give the people the pick of the week. I'm America's champ, and I was America's Pick of the Week. Drake, you suck at sports betting. Go back to your shitty little albums and rapping.
Um, okay, but that side, no, aside, any level of respect him as a competitor at all?
Absolutely not. How can you respect that guy? He's a thief. He went to jail multiple times for grand theft. He's tried to compare himself to say he's on the same knowledge level as me. The guy didn't graduate middle school. I tried to ask him one simple question: how does a bill become a law? He couldn't tell me how a bill becomes a law. The guy's a fraud. He's a phony. He knows nothing about politics, and he got exposed for the journeyman he was tonight.
And how active do you want to be this year?
I want to be very active. I'd love to fight 3 times. I want to come back and fight International Fight Week in July. Come back to Sin City, the fight capital of the world. It's so